I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. It's hard to believe, but we're down to the National Football League's version of the Final Four. And it's too bad because it's been a great year of action. We've had records broken. We've had entertaining and high-scoring football games, and we've had explosive plays. When we look back on the season, I think the most explosive play of them all was Jeremy Simpson of the Cincinnati Bengals hurtling into the end zone against the Arizona Cardinals. And when I saw that play, I said to myself, what are the chances, man? I haven't seen someone hurdle like that since O.J. Simpson in an airport in an old school Hertz commercial, and the dude's last name is Simpson. And come on, anytime we see a football player named Simpson, it's hard not to think of the Juice. Well, evidently, this Simpson has something else in common with the Juice besides the fact he can hurdle. Unfortunately for Simpson, he's been nailed with over 6 pounds of weed. He was shipping in 2.5 pounds of weed from Cali into his home in Kentucky. That's not going to work for anybody. Then they searched his house and they found like 6 pounds of weed. Now, most football teams, that'd probably get you cut. We saw that with Sam Hurd and the Chicago Bears, but let's not forget, Simpson does play for the Cincinnati Bengals. Hell, he's probably going to get a contract extension and a better parking spot in the players' parking lot. Now, speaking of parking lots, I always thought these people were waiting in the parking lot to get the players' autographs. Who would have thought that they were actually out there trying to buy dime bags? But that's another story. Let's talk about the football teams that are still actually playing. We got the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. A lot of people talk about the Baltimore Ravens having confidence against the Patriots because they went into Foxborough and beat them in the postseason. I don't think it gives them confidence. I think that just pisses off Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and company. Patriots defense is a vulnerable one, yet they've always been a vulnerable defense for the most part. They're stepping up in the playoffs, and Belichick's going to have a great game plan. This game's going to come down to whether Joe Flacco can make plays. We know that Ray Rice is going to run for yards, but if the New England Patriots are scoring points, and the Baltimore Raven defense is good, but it's not quite as good as it used to be, and it's not quite as scary as it used to be, and the New England Patriots are going to score points. Are they going to score 30? Probably. They're going to score 27? Oh, hell yeah. So Joe Flacco's going to have to keep up. Yeah, Ray Rice is great, but the bottom line is they're going to have to throw the ball down the field and be effective. Now, as I mentioned, 6 of the 8 postseason games have gone over the number thus far. It's a new era of football. It's just an offensive era right now, and if the defenses are getting it done, don't worry, the referees will make sure the offense puts some points up on the board. Total's a little bit high when you consider this game is involving the Baltimore Ravens, but nevertheless, there will be points. New England will score, Baltimore will score, and at this juncture, after all these videos, you guys obviously know that I'm a fan of teasers. I like teasers as much as politicians like lies. I'm a fan of teasers, and I think it's a great game to tease. I'm going to tease the New England Patriots to the over, and we're going to cash that ticket, and we're going to ride right into the stick. Now, I said this on last week's video. Crazy things always happen at the stick. They always have, and they always will. Never mind what's happened in Major League Baseball with the Giants, the other Giants. This is the football Giants. We got the baseball Giants there. We got the football Giants. We didn't even think about that aspect of the rivalry. Now, did we? But you think about it. You had that catch with Joe Montana and Dwight Clark. Then you got the other catch, the catch number 2 with Steve Young to Terrell Owens. Now you got another catch, Alex Smith. Are you kidding me? To Vernon Davis. Well, hey, it is what it is. And what it is, the San Francisco 49ers are 8-0-1 ATS on their home field. I hate going against San Francisco in this spot. They wear red, right? Let's just say you're at the casino and it keeps on coming up red. If it's come up red 8 out of 9 times, it's probably going to come up red again. And it's going to come up black. It's going to come up black. With all that being stated, Eli Manning is a road warrior. The dude's won his last 6 postseason road playoff games. And the New Orleans Saints can't win on the road. That's the difference. The Giants can. And I think the key to this football game, the difference in this football game, will be the New York Giant defensive line, that San Francisco 49er offensive line, just a little bit shaky. Alex Smith was running for his life. That's going to be a problem. The Giants have a better pass rush than the New Orleans Saints do. But with that being stated, we know San Francisco 49er football games always come down to a play. They always have and they always will. And the last time the Giants, think about it, last time the Giants and the 49ers played in the playoffs, that was when Trey Junkin, poor bastard, it was an errant long snap. It was a chaotic play. The Giants tried to throw the ball down the field. They ended up blowing a huge lead, and they lost 39-38. I think it's going to be another crazy football game, and even though it's going to be a sloppy track and rain is expected, I think the number's too low. I think it's going to go over the number, and I think we can tease the New York Giants to the over in this football game, or better yet, let's tease the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. I think we've got a winner right there. Now, we haven't seen a line yet for the Shrine Bowl, but we know that the odds makers are on top of it, and if you want to lay it down, I do like the West. Let's wrap it up with some UFC fights. That's right, we got some Friday night fights. It's Miller time, baby. I'm going to take a shot with Jim Miller. Melvin Gillard is a very talented dude, but Jim Miller's just too effective. He's too efficient, and he can beat you in various ways. I think that Jim Miller is going to get it done. We're going to lay a price there. Now, the only thing crazier than Pat Barry is probably telling people that you're betting on Pat Barry, but you know what? I've been called worse than crazy. I'm going to take Pat Barry. I think Pat Barry will beat Christian Moorcraft, and Bang Ludwig and the dentist Neer is going to be a great tilt. Either guy can win, but I don't know. I just have a feeling that Josh Neer is going to do enough. I think he can take enough punishment. I think he just has a couple of more weapons and a couple of different ways to beat Ludwig. Ludwig's been known to gas in the past as well. I think Neer might be able to outlast them in a fight that should be a freaking war. I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. Enjoy the games. May the winners be yours.